I am Jackson Whitmore, a CEO who usually walks out of glass towers and polished offices. But today, my name is gone. My suit replaced by a torn safety jacket, a false beard hiding the face. People know now I am simply Jack, a disposable worker. The first box I try to lift slips through my trembling hands heavy as stone. A shout cuts the air. Useless. You're slowing everyone down. Laughter bursts out sharp and cruel, slicing into me like knives. I lower my head, swallowing the anger rising in my chest. Yet through the noise my eyes catch a figure, a man working silently, shoulders hunched, hands hardened and cracked, pushing through exhaustion without complaint. That image sears into me, his quiet endurance, his unbroken dignity. I do not yet know it, but he will change my heart and my company. They placed me on the line, the endless river of boxes sliding past as if time itself were rushing faster than I could breathe. My hands reached, lifted, faltered. Each carton seemed to carry the weight of stone, my arms shaking my back, already slick with sweat that soaked through the cheap fabric of my jacket. The man beside me nudged my shoulder with a mocking laugh. This job isn't for princesses, Jack. His words cut deeper than the weight in my arms. I forced a smile, shallow and empty, trying to hide the burn of shame. From across the floor, I caught the curled smirk of Travis, the supervisor. His eyes told me I was nothing, and for a moment I almost believed him. Then it happened. A rough, calloused hand slid beneath the box I was about to drop. The pressure eased. I looked up and met eyes that were gentle but heavy with exhaustion. Elias. His shoulders sagged as if the years had pressed them down. But in his glance there was no ridicule, no judgment, only quiet strength. His hands, cracked and scarred, bore the load as if it was second nature. He said nothing, just steadied the box, then turned back to his work silent as stone. The image clung to me, his battered hand saving me from failure, his tired gaze carrying a dignity that no insult could erase. In that moment, amidst sweat, laughter, and scorn, I saw something different. An ordinary man whose kindness spoke louder than every cruel word hurled across the line. I did not know it yet, but that single touch would anchor itself in my memory, the beginning of a truth I could no longer ignore. The second morning began with the crack of Travis's voice slicing through the air. Faster, Jack. The command rang like a gunshot, jolting me forward. My grip slipped. The box tumbled from my hands and crashed against the concrete with a hollow thud that echoed across the floor. A burst of laughter erupted from a cluster of young workers nearby, their voices dripped with scorn, each chuckle striking harder than the weight I had dropped. Heat rushed to my face. I bowed my head, cheeks burning, wishing I could vanish into the noise of the conveyor. Then Elias moved. Without a word, he bent down, lifted the fallen box, and placed it back in its place. No judgment in his eyes, no lecture on my failure, only quiet acceptance, as if helping was as natural to him as breathing. When the break finally came, I found him in the corner. He pulled from his bag a single piece of bread, hardened at the edges, and chewed it slowly with a bottle of water. Others called out, inviting him to join them at the diner down the street. Elias shook his head, offering a small smile. I'm used to this, he said softly. That simple meal, that weary